On this trip, I've got my Darton 3800 compound in my hand. I've been hunting with a Darton Serpent crossbow the last few hunts. This time I grabbed the Darton 3800. I feel very comfortable with this bow. I've been a Darton guy for a long time. The first bow I ever shot was a Darton SL50. And recently I had the chance to talk with Rex Darlington, the man behind the SL50 years ago and the new 3800 today. I talked with him at Jay's Sporting Goods about Darton and the evolution of the company.
This is an SL50. This is the bow that pretty much put Darton on the map. It doesn't seem like I can go any place where people don't come up to me telling me about how they've had an SL50 or currently are shooting an SL50. And the next thing I tell them is about time they look at some of our new product. You see that things have changed a lot because it doesn't even resemble the bows we make today. Well, it was fast, considered fast at the time, and it was easy to shoot with it. It was one of the few bows on the market that when you would put a stabilizer on it and put an arrow on it, they both pointed in the same direction. And that's what we call a true center shot bow. And now every bow's made that way, but at that time that was an extra feature. Well, this is, I guess you'd say, the latest and greatest from Darton. And it certainly doesn't bear much resemblance to the early SL50, except, I mean, you still have wheels, you still have a riser, you still have limbs. But that's about as far as it goes. Everything has changed. The SL50, if it was shooting 180 feet per second, that was considered pretty good. This bow will shoot about 350 feet per second, so huge difference.
It was interesting to see my old SL50, the very first bow I ever owned, the very first bow I ever killed a deer with, to see Rex Darlington, the man behind Darton Archery, holding this bow and looking at it, and then to put that down, to pick up a brand new 3800 and compare these two. I tell you what, if you're shooting one of the big name bows of today, there's a good chance somewhere in that bow you are shooting Darton technology.
If you're looking for a high performance bow, you've got to compare to Darton. I think if you compare, we're going to come out on top. Don't just look at the advertising and listen to what people are saying. You compare and make up your mind yourself.